So our next section is Figure 5.3, Environmental Challenges of International Management. Start with economic environment, economic systems, natural resources, and infrastructure. The next is political legal environment, government stability, incentives for international trade, controls on international trade, economics, communities. The next section is cultural environment, values, symbols, beliefs, and language, individual behaviors across cultures. So this is international management functions. Figure 5.3 says environmental challenges of international management. Managers functioning in a global context must be aware of several environmental challenges. 3 of the most important include economic, political, legal, and cultural challenges. The economic environment. 3 aspects of the economic environment. The economic system. This is 5.3a, 1 out of 2. Okay, so the economic system has freedom of choice of consumers and firms to be in the market determines supply and demand. So I read that weird. Freedom of choice of consumers and firms to be in the market determines supply and demand. That's better. Enunciated some of those words wrong. Like I said, bear with me. Sometimes this loads a little bit funny and slow, kind of freezes up as I'm scrolling. In the future, I will be set up so that you can go through the text as I read and follow along. But like I said, this is set up for an auditory or audio for somebody that maybe can't watch a video but would like to listen to the lecture for this course. So, yes, nature, property, ownership. Private ownership, individuals and organizations own and operate the companies that conduct business. Public ownership, the government directly owns the companies, utilities, and infrastructure. Okay. Next is natural resources. They vary by country. Access to and use of natural resources. That also is going to vary by country. Infrastructure. This is 5.3a, section 2 of 2. Infrastructure. The schools, hospitals, power plants, and railroads. Highways, ports, airfields, and distribution systems make up infrastructure. Infrastructure can be highly developed or poorly developed. Firms interested in business who are poorly developed may have to build towns, schools, airports, and so on to attract overseas workers. You might have to send some money setting up over there. You see that with big corporations that go over to poor countries and they got to put a school or something. And so those 2 parties would have to negotiate, and see what would work best for both of them. That'd be up to their negotiations. Gonna warn you, believe in brain food. Definitely snack while I study. And there's a flying here. To know if I'm gonna use that self-discipline. Reach down deep inside to the desk, use the self-discipline, ignore this fly. Okay, economic link to state of infrastructure, supply of natural resources, and to the conditions of the natural environment. Okay, next is 5.3b, the political legal environment, section 1 of 3. The political legal environment, government stability, includes the ability to stay in power or has the permanence of policies towards business. Nationalize the companies taken over by the government. Incentives for multinational trade include tax cuts, low interest rates, and other subsidies. So that will determine if somebody wants to trade with somebody, if they make it attractive. The political legal environment, section 2 of 3, 5.3b. Controls in international trade. A tariff is a tax collected on goods shipped across national boundaries. A quota is a limit on the number of or value of goods that can be traded. An export restraint agreement between governments sets voluntary limits on goods exported or imported from each other. Binational legislation gives preference to domestic producers. Section 5.3b, the political legal environment. 3 of 3, so we're about to close this section. An economic community is a set of countries that agree to markedly reduce or eliminate trade barriers among member nations. a formalized market system. The European Union, so I read that one weird again. We're talking about the economic community. The bullet points are a formalized market system. The next one is the European Union. The third is the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, the USMCA. The next section, next bullet point is the Latin American Integration Association. And the next one is the Caribbean Common Market. I will probably be looking into maybe on a reference to my macroeconomics course to see about some of these economic communities. All right, now we're at section 5.3c, the cultural environment. The cultural environment. Values, symbols, beliefs, and language differ from one country to another. Different cultures value time differently. Language can pose a barrier. Both spoken words and non-verbal aspects of language can pose problems for managers. Social orientation. A person's beliefs about relative importance of the individual versus the group to which that person belongs. Figure 5.4, difference across cultures. So we're going to take a break here and come back to it. We will start with 5.4, but this is the conclusion of section 5.3. So 5.4 will be the last one out of the series, and maybe I will do a reflection on chapters 3 and 4 as well. We'll see. All right. Appreciate it. And again, stay in touch if you like anything.